Alright, back again with game number 2. If Helsinki Reds can come back, get themselves a point of honor, if you will.
10 seconds remaining.
Then we will not have a tiebreaker. If Final Tribe they'll win this one 2-0,
5 seconds remaining.
then because of the previous results, we're gonna have a best of one tiebreaker for seeding between them and OG. Either way, OG and Final Tribe are through to the next stage of these qualifiers. Helsinki Reds have no chance anymore after that last game, which they just gave away. It's just no other way to say it.
They had it.
They had it, and then they didn't. You know?
They didn't. They made that conscious decision to throw that game.
Well, at least they, at least they made a decision, and went with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. They played well. They do have the ability to beat the Final Tribe. It just a matter of whether they can hold it together or not. So we'll see what they do this game.
Yep.
Dire team pick.
Right. First pick.
Phantom
Assassin again. All right.
Well, what do I say, dragondrop? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
This is close to the same draft, isn't it? I mean, Beastmaster's been banned.
Yep.
So, do you want to maybe break out the task here for one of these teams?
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe. Tusk, not the worst thing in the world with a PA either. That extra attack speed that you get works pretty well with the new ability on Tusk, Tag Team. That thing does huge damage, slows the enemies down. Cooldown of it is pretty low too, so I feel like coupled with PA, I could do a lot of work. The only problem that you have is Tusk and PA together. Not the, I guess, best lane heroes. A lot of heroes can zone them out pretty well if they out-damage them or have some powerful nukes.
Yep.
It's got to be a lane both the heroes just kind of exist in, or if you have a tri-lane and other heroes that we saw OG run with a Tusk to great effect, that could be pretty strong as well.
Yep.
We'll see though. Final Tribe seems to be taking their time with these picks. I think last game they figured Helsinki Reds give them a little bit more of a scare than they wanted. So
they really think it a long time before they pick Helsinki and Grimstroke. Calling it now. Really gotta think about picking the same two heroes again. Oh no, Grimstroke Centaur.
Oh, they changed it up. What do you have to say about that?
Well,
apologize.
I am so sorry. I was right about the Grimstroke, so I get still a point. Still get a point for that.
So, Centaur. This hero's changed a little bit interesting as well. They did weaken Double Edge quite a bit.
10 seconds remaining.
I feel like that even at level 25, it's not really that much stronger than how it used to be, and that's an ability that had a lot of its strength in the early game. So, overall, I feel as if, hot opinion, that weakened Centaur is a Double Edge. However, Retaliate now uses a powerful right-clicking ability. That thing has done some huge damage I've seen.
Yep.
Works pretty well with the Grimstroke as well. That Centaur Stomp followed by an Inkswell, or being able to charge in. Centaur blinks on top of them, stomps, Inkswell. A lot of combinations there. You do a lot of damage, and Centaur's clicking away at you for like 200, 300 damage a click.
It can be pretty powerful in the right situations. It makes them a lot more useful as an incidental right-click in fights. Just a little bit of extra. Like, you don't always get to do a whole lot of it, because you spend a lot of time running around, trying to angle for a good two-stomp or whatever, or just double-edging people, but a couple of right-clicks here and there can really turn the tide in these kind of fights. Certainly when you think about Undying. Very tanky in his own right. So, every single bit of damage is very welcome if you're trying to deal with that hero.
Yep. And comes Undying. How do you feel about Undying, dragondrop?
Yeah. Kind of like the changes. Makes it a little bit more straightforward. Like, he's doing a lot more hit by himself in this ultimate form. Like, he gets tanky, he has his percentage-based damage attached to it rather than the damage amplification. Which always just depends on your teammates to not screw up or actually have the ability to do damage themselves. So it's certainly some nice little buffs. And he's still very powerful in the early game.
I feel like you were quietly seething with anger there about dim allies as you were saying that.
No comments, no comment. I'm not going to get into that.
I'm
playing so much with you, so you might get offended when I start ranting about my allies.
All right. So, Sandgang and Slugger all banned out as I move away from Dragondrop's subtle flame
10
towards me.
seconds remaining.
I think probably
5
take.
seconds remaining.
What do they take here? They could take something like a dark. That wouldn't be horrible.
Yeah.
Did your heroes just unload?
No, but you had a bit of a lag spike. You were turned into a robot for a second, so maybe that had something to do with it.
All right, that was probably on my end then.
Yeah.
I no longer see the heroes. They're invisible.
Radiant team pick.
Invisible heroes.
Mhm.
Are you calling a
I can see
Riki now?
Shadow.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Ricky draft. Every hero is Ricky. Shadow Shaman coming out next. This isn't a hero that we've seen so far today.
Yeah.
And I don't think they changed him a whole lot, did they? If at all.
I think Shadow Shaman was one of the few heroes that has been
10 seconds remaining.
Left
completely
unchanged.
not completely untouched. I think
5 seconds remaining.
Shadow Shaman, Serpent Ward spawn in the circle now, but it's more of a quality of
yeah.
life kind of thing.
I think it actually makes him a little bit weaker. Before you needed to kill 2 wards to be able to get out of it. Now you only need to.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Ice Frog. Makes it more noob friendly, but subsequently
team
worse. Who knows? But now Rubik, like we've seen a lot of that hero recently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah,
strong.
Rubik is essentially the better version of every hero in the game due to arcane supremacy. His shackles last like what, 8 seconds?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's not okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Nobody wants that. So he picks you up,
5
lifts you,
seconds remaining.
pulls you closer towards him, and then he shackles you for 8 seconds. That's how this game is going to go down.
Well, if you're in a position where you get shackled for 8 seconds and not either die or have your teammates bail you out, then you're probably in a bad situation anyway. So I don't think that's too much of an issue.
I think if he waits another second or 2 after that, or uses them or something, he could just shackle him for another 8 seconds afterwards.
So Shadow Shaman goes for the shackle duration talent, and then Rubik steals it. Do you also get the?
No.
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 Okay. Sad.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could just shackle somebody permanently.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Take someone out of the game.
Yeah. Just stand there off the side of the map.
10 seconds
Just
remaining.
slowly kill him. Just imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine Centaur, right? Because he has a lot of health.
Mhm.
But shackles
Seconds
do
remaining.
a bit of damage throughout the time, so you can technically kill somebody with it. But just imagine a Centaur with a heart and a Rubik. Rubik just perma-shackling the Centaur off to the side of the map. No one's able to get there. And it just,
That'd be close. If you had a
just
Hooded
stands there.
Defiance and a Heart, you have to understand that Heart now has that passive that increases your regen. So I'm not
Alright.
sure if his HP would go down lower than he Hooded Defiance and a Heart.
That is a
He'd
good
just
point,
kind of be
actually.
stuck there with the Rubik forever.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Can't we rely on a sweet release of death? No. Oh well. I don't know. I'm gonna wager a guess that we're not gonna see these kind of shenanigans as much.
No. They're nice to talk about, though.
Oh yeah. We are gonna see a Monkey King though for Final Tribe, so it's one of these
Dire
game-dominating
team
heroes if he gets off the ground. And Bat Rider though, a bit of a counter perhaps. Can cut through some of these trees, not particularly fast.
It has to do with that when you can knock him out with that, what you call it, the thing.
With the thing, yeah, the thing that makes him go splash,
Yeah.
or the thing that makes him
Whatcha.
go and spread fire.
Thing that goes to go. Whatcha.
Which
10
okay.
seconds remaining.
Which one is
That's
that?
the
Is
sound
that
it
the
makes.
first or the
Flame
second
break.
spell?
The second one.
Flame break,
5
yeah.
seconds
Can knock him
remaining.
off trees.
Mhm.
That is very true. Alright, and in general, Bat Rider, very good hero against most melee laners.
Radiant
Monkey
team
King's no
back.
exception. So if you really gotta watch your stack. Really gotta watch your stacks. I've seen a level 2 Bat Rider kill heroes like Monkey King or in that same kind of health pool range, just with a couple of stacks and a single point into the W. It's very, very powerful.
Mhm. So maybe they pick something that's a little bit better at dealing with the Bat
10
Rider at this point, but they're pretty
remaining.
deep into the draft, so I'm not sure if they have that.
5
Well,
seconds
at this
remaining.
point, like you can still run the monkey king mid potentially. Then you'd have the
Mhm.
side lane open for I don't know, maybe something like a juggernaut.
Mhm.
It's kind of awkward with the Undying though, so maybe not the best idea.
Yep.
Radiant team pick.
Slark Band, no void either.
Yeah. So maybe they take something like TA here. I mean, it's a while before you get that dispel on the what is it? The meld now? Meld dispel is a very high level.
I think so, yeah.
10
Yeah, I wouldn't hate
seconds
that hero
remaining.
here though. Pretty good against the PA.
5
I'm not sure if it
seconds
would be that great
remaining.
against the Undying though.
Dire team pick.
Ooh.
Ember Spirit?
For
Oh
some
wait,
lone
no, against a
druids.
lone druid now. You have to play against OD. It has to be OD.
OD is really bad against lone druid though historically, right? Because you have 2 units, you can't imprison all of them.
Well, that's true. So I was thinking
What's
the
wrong
other
with
way
you,
around.
Neph?
A little bit tired at the moment.
10
I was thinking
seconds remaining.
OD. I mean, Lone Druid versus OD is a hard matchup.
5
I forgot
seconds
which hero
remaining.
was a hard matchup for though.
I gotta think about good
that's-
matchups here. 20 seconds, let's go. Where's the prediction? No pressure, but yeah, only have 15 seconds now.
Lone Druid
13
owns
seconds.
almost every lane. I
Oh,
mean, it's a
oh.
direct counter to the Monkey King mid, so it's not anything they can do about that one. Maybe I can't do Storm. I feel like Lone Druid Storm. That matchup is mediocre.
You're just
at
ruling
best.
out heroes. You need to pick a hero. Oh, it's too late. Meatball. Easy.
Choose your
Well,
hero.
I would have
So
not
you
called
counter
that.
someone with several units.
Yeah.
You get several units as well.
It's one way to
So-
do it. I mean, Meepo's a bit of a different mid laner, right? Because he kind of sticks around for the first few levels and then he starts running through the jungle because it's safer and more efficient.
Mhm.
And then somebody else takes over mid, gets some extra experience there.
All right, so Final Tribe get their way. This will be a short game. People won't snowball very quickly. PA will never get a chance to come online. However, they do have to worry about the Undying. He's very strong in the early game. You have a lot of heroes that are strong in the early game in your own right. You have Monkey King, you have the Meepo, Grimstroke Centaur. Shadow Shaman can help push down the towers with his ward, so it'll be interesting.
It will be indeed. So I, for one, I always enjoy watching a nice little Meepo game.
Mhm.
In the hands of someone good. Same with the Monkey King, like and the Grimstroke. Like so many annoying heroes to play against, but if you see them in a pro game, like it's a bit of a different vantage point that we have as casters here, so we can enjoy the this disgusting lineup a little bit better, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Rubik player. I love that hero. The things that you can do on it are insane in the hands of a good player. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing what Womber does on his Rubik here.
So overall, seeing these drafts, seeing the last game, I'm still Team Red.
You know, the team that you love them, but you hate them after that last game. It's like having a kid.
What?
It's like, yeah, I'm really proud of my kid, but I also think my kid is a bit of a dumbass. I should have told what my parents think about me.
Having met your father, I agree. I'm pretty sure that's not far off from the truth. Anyway, game number 2 again. This is just for a bit of bracket squabbling, however you want to call it. Like Helsinki Reds are already out; they have no chance to make it further in these qualifiers. Final Tribe they're in with at least 2 points. If Final Tribe win this one, then they're going to go into a best of 1 tiebreak up against OG. That's going to be for seeding for the playoff stage, and well, we even gonna play the first round of the playoff bracket as well. So still plenty of Dota left to be played, one way or the other. So walking in, it's also Monkey King. It's not a courier; it's an actual Monkey King. So better not fight into this one, I think. I think Reds are good.
Yep. They're backing away from this one here.
Well, find the shackles anyway.
All right.
Chassis
Get your decay.
walking
Get
in
your
with a
3-man
follow-up.
decay.
There's the poof.
Oh no.
And got the decay.
4-man decay.
Still gonna die. Oh.
Ouch.
First
That's pretty unfortunate running it all 5 years in your jungle.
Yeah, under his tower. Like, he died under his tower. He got the 4-man DK or whatever. But he still dies.
It's actually
sad. But hey,
better
look at this.
there.
I mean, see you. He got the extra bounty rune, though. With the bear. He made the bear play.
4 bounty runes there for or 3 bounty runes for Helsinki Reds, 1 for the final tribe, and they actually end up ahead. Is that worth overall?
Yep. Didn't use bear cares. It's a care bear. It's a cat about his teams, which is why he got the extra money.
Oh, I thought it was a no cares bear because he goes for the bounty rune instead of helping his ally.
Well, he's just looking at the grand scheme, you know. Top lane, it's not bad right now. Not a whole lot else that Hanskin can do about it here. With Wombo also still hanging around, Frost does not want to engage. He also doesn't have a stick yet, so right now, last hero, he can take full advantage of this constant napalm spam.
Yep. They're gonna pick up wands or sticks as quickly as possible here. Come on, get your stick, Womber. Get back in. Womber, you got 200 gold.
Now, Wombo doesn't need it as much.
Both people need this in this lane, dude. Got the ink swell coming out.
Ink swell's on cooldown. I guess once Stroke of Fate comes online. There's a few more Frosts. Able to pick up his right now. There you go. Hanskin also has
He's got it now. He's got this lane now. This is in the bag.
Saying, ladies and gentlemen, we got this. Easy. Talk about mid, because so far so good. Chessie with a bunch of extra denies though.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he has any denies in this lane. He should be losing this the first couple levels, and after he gets his second meepo, things start to go his favor a little bit, but he's already winning this lane.
He's just outplaying, isn't he? I mean, missed the last hit there. But he's got a second meepo, 10 and 4, 11 and 4. Normally up against a lone druid, like you've got 2 different units.
Yep.
To just last it and deny with, so normally it's, as you said, should be in your favor, but not in this lane apparently. Chessie's just too good.
I mean, you're either a lone druid player or you're not. Maybe this guy's not a lone druid player. Oh, well, I don't think they would have picked a hero for them in a game like this if he wasn't, though. So Chessie, I guess, just outplaying him.
I guess nowadays with lone druid being played as this right clicker again, do you even have to be a lone druid player, or do you just have to be like a right click
player?
You just have to be a player. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just buying right click items and pressing a few buttons here to buff you up.
Yeah.
You don't really care too much about the bear. You still have to be careful not to feed him away, I guess.
I'd say it's still pretty important. The root still comes from your bear. You need to be able to use your Savage Roar on both your hero and your bear pretty efficiently. Yikes.
Hanskin up top. Who's the artist now? It's just drawing a line here. Painting a beautiful picture of death.
Yeah. The better Bob Ross hero. Really like that.
There's no way to get away from that. I mean, last year all he had the boots with the 5 or 6 stacks of napalm. There's no way Hanskin runs away from that. But, yeah, trying to go on Womber. But Rubik also pretty good against this Inkswell because you can just push him away from you.
Yep.
What is happening here? What the hell? All the way to the tier 4s. Top lane is still fighting. As the same thing happens again. Monkey King this time, the casualty. Gotta be so careful there. The stick charges are one thing, but they're not gonna save you from being out of position like that.
Yeah, once you have 2 napalm stacks on you, you need to get back. There's just no other way to do it.
So again, silence comes in. It's time to isolate the Rubik. Frost sounds right kick away with the lift back. Has to go for the bounce strike, which is slow enough anyway. That's enough for the kill.
Spells, Rubik. I take lives.
Alright, down he goes, and Monkey King with a BM to Rubik at the same time. Right, Meepo's done his little trek through the jungle. He's now back in mid lane. He's got a little bit of EXP over his lone druid at the moment. As soon as he comes back to lane, he takes a creep, denies it from the lone druid.
Chessie certainly on top of this game right now.
Alright, looking at net worth, lone druid is a little bit ahead of this Meepo though.
Bottom lane, Shackles come in. Hera, what? I think Jonathan probably gave him himself. I mean, they still both die somehow, but damn. That's some sick plays for a second.
Almost managed to save him there.
Still 2 for 1 trade, certainly in favor of Final Tribe, especially if they're able to secure the bounty runes afterwards. It's about to hit the 5-minute mark. Top, Hanskin is fighting up against Wombo, holding on to the Ingswell for now. Try and secure it, but he's already dropping low. He cannot contest this one.
so he has to get back. So Helsinki Reds, they're gonna get 2 bounty runes in the top lane. Bottom lane, nobody's in position to take these bounties. Hello?
Vipu's actually going for it. Jonsson did not want to leave the lane. It's gonna be a 3-for-1.
Yep.
This never happens in my pub games. Like I'm looking at 501 and the rune is gone. There's no sign of whoever took it. That's how my pubs go normally. But hey, he's gonna pay the price for it here. Chessie just runs into him, set up for the shackle, or by the shackle from Era.
But every time he walks out of lane, it's giving this Lone Druid a little bit of an advantage, because again, Lone Druid's net worth just topped over Meepos.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Level-wise, not so much, but yeah, we already see it. Era is now taking over this lane. He's trying to soak some experience and maybe a few lasts here and there himself. While Chessie's just going full on jungle mode.
Yeah, I mean, how great is it heading to the jungle? You're not really farming any faster than the mid laner than this Lone Druid. And the Lone Druid's getting free farm because you're gone. You're not farming
at the same time, you're being more XP efficient across the map, right? Because you have another hero soaking it up in mid. At least that's a general idea. I mean, right now, if the tower goes down super fast as a result, that's a bit of a different story.
Yes. They left that hero alone for a little while, though. Nobody was in the mid lane soaking that EXP mid for a bit. So I don't know about that one.
Well, theory and practice are always the same thing, but now look at this rotation here. Frost actually showing up bottom. We'd have a Vendetta up against Vipu here. Mass TP is coming through. The turn this run from Frost. Still gets a Boundless Strike on. And Chessie also saying hello. This is a full-on team fight here that's sitting inside the fight. He'll farm the Vital Double Stomp, all the nets, but they've since expired. Chessie just has to rely on right clicks, and that's going to be enough to bring down Womber. Glacio finished up the Centaur. Now a couple of Napalm stacks on her Chessie. Cannot actually continue this. One of them dropping super low, trying to move away, but the big crit from Rab. Hey, to secure that kill for himself. It's the killing spree going the way of the Phantom Assassin. And I gotta wonder if they thought this one through. Seeing these TPs still going in.
Yep, that's a 600 gold swing there for Helsinki Reds. Being able to take that down that Meepo is huge. Meepo can't be dying in the early game. He just can't. He needs to be taking advantage of the fact that he has multiple heroes and farming. Accelerate as fast as possible. I mean, he has the build for accelerating as fast as possible.
Going in Grimstroke here, finds a bit of a stun on Lone Druid, but the right clicks are still sitting super freaking hard.
Yeah, he's too fast. This guy has stupid quick movement speed. What is it right now?
406?
406? Yeah.
That's without. Do you have a movement speed buff anymore?
Nope.
No. Did you ever?
You don't need it though.
You got a whole bunch of buffs that change things around a little bit, but either way, he's fast enough even without any extra buffs, I guess.
Yeah.
Just relying on attack speed. Alright, so down bottom, Frost. He just doesn't want to deal with top anymore, so just keep diving bottom, Rab 8. Oh no, if he I don't think he realized
oh
that
my
Frost
god,
was
he got the
dropping
wrong
in.
tree.
Oh, he cut the wrong tree? Oh no. That's unfortunate. They're still fighting. The Womber comes in, people. With the Tombstone down, DK, and backlines. Well, they still finish up Rab 8. No turnaround just yet, as Jonsson, well, he's being slowed down. Kind of splitting their focus here. Halskin off to the side, shakes down by the Batrider in the front. Jonsson, he just deals with zombies. Frost deals with Vipo. It's a 3-for-1 so far as Chessie finds another one. Seal super low and runs into more. Jonsson with double edge finishes him off. All of a sudden, last hero is literally the last hero in this team fight for Helsinki Reds. And he's gonna be dying too. It's a full 5-man wipe, or maybe not just yet. A couple of TPs in, has half the W. Another storm coming through, keeping Phantom Assassin away. Chessie, a couple of moves back and forth, not quite enough to finish up last hero. So he's still alive, but the Boundless Strike just gives them enough. But hey, this time to find the right tree. Rabbit trying to crit down Frost, and he will be successful. Almost 6 turns, keeping him alive. Vipo finally dies once again. The silence comes in. Hanskin ready with another stun as Frost jumps up to the tree, jumps back down. Just some bit of drive-by damage. What is happening? Blood, death, destruction, everything. All of a sudden erupting in this bottom lane for no real reason. I guess they get the tower, but it's very rare that you see these kind of brawls this early on.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there. Fight recap doesn't show me anywhere near close to what happened in that fight. It's a little bit unfortunate for us. But yeah, that I feel like Final Tribe just coming out so much on top that he's constantly sent more and more heroes in Helsinki Reds, and he just came out further and further behind because of it. It's a lot like the reason why they lost the last game. I feel like they don't realize when it's not okay to take a fight anymore, or they don't just cut their losses sometimes.
Yeah.
They decide to go all in on these things.
Chessie is a blink dagger already, by the way, and 3 meeples.
It's a 6.1k net worth right now. He's
That
doing
is.
pretty good.
Level 10 meeple up against level 4 Undying. That's
I think
problematic.
620 GPM at this point in the game is pretty good.
Damage here, I mean, down half health. But okay, yeah,
Seem to forget Stampede plus Blink Dagger Meepo equal go quick, fast, fast.
Go quick, fast, fast. Is that the technical term?
Yeah.
It's been gone on, but they don't have enough control. It's all the Ether Shock instead. Oh man.
Oh my god, this tower goes down quick to this bear though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At least you got that. I got the latest in tower pushing technologies. But there's Chessie, there's the roots. Couple of right clicks, easy kill. And Frost is still hunting. He's jumping. And connects on Wombo with a bit of a slow.
Wombo certainly go down here.
Except the lift era coming in. Yeah, he can just buy some time, but not too much of it.
That's all you can. That's all he can do there, though. You can buy some time, but that's it. Thunder does get away though. He starts farming the jungle pretty quickly after that. Again, things going the Final Tribe's way though. The Meepo was on track to be where he wants to be. He's got 4 Wraith Bands, Blink Dagger, and Treads right now. Right? I don't think that they needed to throw down the boards on this tower. I mean, maybe they thought, okay, well, the enemy just like tried to defend bottom lane with their life. We're just gonna commit wars to this and deter them from that. It looks like they're going for it anyway.
Working, yes. People still level 4. Frost kind of walking in. Chessie just throws him up. Tombstone is down. They can get rid of it very easily though. It's Sansa on Batroid to prevent him from really fighting. Nessa shackled on Rubik. Just taking out these supports first. Womber tries to do what he can. The stun connects. It's just a massacre.
They should have respected those wards, realized, okay, we don't get to fight this here. But this is exactly what I was talking about.
They weren't even fighting under the wards though.
Yeah, but they couldn't have been there. They weren't allowed to be there. Dragon drop. Oh, that's exactly what I was talking about, though. I don't think the Helsinki Reds realize when it's not okay for them to take a fight.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They've got no chill.
Well, maybe they just don't really care much right now, because they of course also know that this is the last game of this qualifier anyway.
Maybe.
So, you know, just cast the spawns, you know. Let's have some fights. Undying is still level 4, by the way. He died like God knows how many times in a row now.
Yeah, he's not having fun. We're 13 minutes in.
Yeah.
He's 1 in 10. He's not following his lore very well.
Oh, funny. Chessie is 10 and 1. I think he got all the Undying kills. That's certainly a good chunk of it.
Chessie's draining his powers.
Alright, so down bottom, okay. Batroid is dead. It's like, hey guys, I got 3 heroes here. You can do something elsewhere. Alright, I got this one. I'm dying elsewhere. Okay. I don't want you to be alone in the afterworld. At the exact same death timer right now.
Is that being such a low level on Undying means he respawns very quickly.
Yay?
So he's always on this map.
What do you do with that, though? I mean, Tombstone is 75 seconds. So...
I'm not going to play the game for him. Dragon drop. I'm just here to guide him in the right direction.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, this year is still doing reasonably well, all things considered. He's keeping up with farm. He has some ultra minute to go, so if they get into position where they can isolate somebody with some lockdown, but Stampede of course makes it very hard. And Jonas and farm in particular. But if they can lock somebody down, they do have a good amount of damage to eat through.
You need to turn around. You don't get to be here anymore.
There's a Tombstone down. Frost on right click here. Nice little double lasso actually. Jonas still locking him up though. Frost looking for the ultimate, gets it out. Double burst strike. And well, Again, this is not the fight that they wanted to take. Womber still a little bit slower, another jump forward. Frost will be able to finish up a double kill for himself.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
they're gonna
attack.
push this bottom tower here.
He's not
Centaur.
done yet though. Sees the wheel, no do it, no Saboteur available. E-blades, okay.
Doesn't quite finish him off, but this will. Down he goes. And
Took his
meanwhile, on
time.
the bottom lane, Centaur takes his tier 2 thanks to his return.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And into Roche they go, wasting no time at all. 15 minutes in, 12k net worth advantage. And Ransack is a good ability.
Turns out it is.
Under attack.
Do damage and heal yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Radiant's mid
Heals
tower
all other
is under
meeples.
attack.
So what, every hit you do... Yeah, you get 18 heal times 4, whatever the number of meeples is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Yep. Also doing that much extra damage to the enemies.
Yep.
Yep.
Does it still work like that? Steals health from enemy... Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't just heal you, it steals. Alright. Down goes last tier on the bottom lane. And yeah, things are looking pretty bad for them right now. Meepo's got his E-Blade, his Blink Dagger, he's got his Scotty queued up next. So I imagine that's when he's going to be breaching the high ground once he gets that item done.
If not before. Actually switch to the Scythe now to make you look like a fool.
I hate you.
Well, again, it comes down to see who can be in Last Bastion, Rab 8 on the Phantom Assassin. I mean, Desolator can be help out in some ways. Again, if
Radiant's
it's all
middle
about
tower is under
somehow
attack.
finding someone to isolate it, bursting him down with your right clicks, and then go from there. But it's really
I don't
not
think it's
down
enough
to
at this
you. It's
point.
down to the final tribe to actually allow that to happen in the first place. But I don't think they will. The group went up is 5, claiming the tier 2. They're ready to go high.
They don't get to make those choices
No.
anymore. Final Tribe makes those choices.
You know, that is Jesse blinking forward. Saboteur gets away one of the meeples, but not the rest. Now stamping forward. They're just gonna get rid of the one damage dealer that they have. He buys back immediately, but now they have to fight into a Monkey King Ultimate. They actually all of them get out quite a while.
And they use the wards to kill the tombstone right away on that high ground.
Yeah, CEO trying to start to farm them up.
Are fortified.
It's a little bit hard. Now another blink in from Chassis here. Finds Net on the Undying. Doesn't want to commit that deep though. He's trying to pay out a few more spells. Ward's doing their thing, but not too much damage being done to this tier 3 tower just yet.
The high ground is a little bit difficult to take. They managed to take that lone druid down right away. Force the buyback. He doesn't have his bear out yet, actually. Maybe he's afraid he'll die again in this team fight.
How much does the bear matter right now with the right click build?
Very minimal. I think he just doesn't want to lose the bear as far as losing extra gold.
Extra
Or
gold.
put it on a
because,
cooldown. So if there's a chance of him dying, he just doesn't summon the bear there.
Because it's mostly for the root chance at this point, right? Active bit of lockdown.
Yeah. A root chance and having a second unit with Savage Roar.
Yeah. Well, he has it out now. 90-second cooldown, so that's how long you want to try and keep it alive at least.
Yep.
But I mean, if you want to be real, the writing's on the wall for this one. Dota Plus says 96%.
Yeah, Dota Plus said 3% for Evil Geniuses in that NIP game. And
Keep
look what
bringing it
happened.
up.
Of
Why do you
course I
keep
will.
bringing that up?
I'm never gonna stop bringing that
This
up.
is Helsinki Reds, it's not Evil Geniuses. This is hashtag Team Red, not hashtag Team Blue. Or hashtag Bleed Blue, whatever they're running by right
I'm
now.
hashtag Team Red.
Okay, that's Lasso. Stampede though brings everyone else in. Grimstroke is dead, but what's the trade? Last hero being right click down. The shackles over on Rab 8. He's jumping on arrow. Might actually find this kill, and he does with the crit. Doing this fun. Looking for the stomp, but he doesn't have blink. He's not fast enough either, but Jesse does have the blink. They do run him down. 3 for 2 trade. As good as it could be, I guess, but now Womber also not sure what he's still doing out there. And Red with the nets and snare not working out. No more boundless strike. They do find a stomp on the bear though. died very, very quickly. Oof. Oh, is he alive? No, the blade says, nope, my gold. They have no creeps though, so back to region is actually online. So feels bad, man.
Yeah. And I don't think it's yeah, another 3 seconds. He was another bear again. So bear's back up. We just wasted 2 minutes. Although you're 80k gold up right now. But yeah, I'm surprised that Helsinki Reds managed to take 2 heroes there.
This is pretty close to this 1k gold advantage per minute mark, and once they pick up these last 2 bounty runes, that will be the case.
Get in there, Ken.
Nothing will stand in my way.
DD who now and Monkey King.
Yep, and Kentaur almost has his Blink Dagger.
Did you say Kentaur?
That's how it's pronounced.
You sound like an asshole right now. Come on, Neph. I don't have time for solid waste excretions.
Alright, it just expires on the Meepo. So that's not a tool that they have anymore. I don't think that they wait for that to come back up again, though. Probably should have pushed a little bit harder with that Aegis, see if they could, you know, take a positive fight, force it out, something like that. But it does have Sheepstick up now.
I might find error here. The Stampede comes out as initiate in the front. It's gonna be sealed down in exchange for error. Now the Hex over chassis says, hello, there's some webs, there's some hexes, the roots stacking up. And this Vipo should be down any moment. Still a tombstone somewhere. It's very annoying here. You know, so I'm trying to deal with it.
Oh no.
And there we go. All the zombies finally dead. Vipo, the big zombie, down for the count 2. They also found Rab 8. So it's 3-4 in exchange. Support for 2 cores. And I guess we can still call him a support at least on Vipo.
Yep.
Poor level 7 undying.
And if this Rubik doesn't get the hell out of vision, he's gonna. Yep.
You were saying? Yeah, okay. I'm not commentating this anymore. This is. No, this is just too bad.
Oh no, this is a slaughter. And down they all go, and GG is called.
Perfect scoreline though, 14 to 41. It's the mirror. If they wait until 22-22, oh no, it's GG. That's all they call it. Unfortunate. Anyway. Final try with the victory 2-0 up against Helsinki Reds, which means we'll have a best-of-1 tiebreaker between Final Tribe and OG. Both of them are through to the next phase anyway. This is just about seeding. So I'm gonna get the confirmation on that. And yeah, after that we also have the winner of Group B. So basically the winner of that best-of-1 in a best-of-3 up against the second place team in Group A. It's gonna be a last.
Do we know what that one is?
Nip won 2-0 against both Vega and Hippomaniacs. So they're through in the first. Vega vs Hippomaniacs is going on right now. So the winner of that series will be the second place, I guess.
Okay.
Probably my money's on Vega, but then again Hippomaniacs, you can't underestimate these guys. They might surprise you.
Yeah. Hippomaniacs on the shit out of one of the teams that I have a person I coach on, so
yeah.
Well played by Hippomaniacs.
Alright. So for now we're gonna take a break. I'll let you guys know in chat when the next game starts, but for now, stay tuned.